I know that when you're looking for a new property, the ones with the upgrades and the finished basements are going to be higher on the list. I just want you to pay attention to the language that's used in the listing. And it's especially true when it's the basement that's being sold as usable, because a finished basement, in-law suite, and accessory apartment, they don't mean the same thing. A finished basement usually means extra living space. Maybe there's a rec room or a bedroom with a bathroom, extra storage, and there might even be a wet bar. But that doesn't mean that it can be rented. It does not automatically mean that that bedroom window in the basement is legal either. And it doesn't mean that any of the work has been legally permitted. So it also doesn't mean that you can start counting that as rental income to offset your mortgage. An in-law suite is where things get a little murky. Sometimes it means that there is a bedroom with a bathroom, generally. There's a sitting area. Maybe there's even a bit of a cooking setup for a family. Sometimes it means there's a full-blown second kitchen. And it wants you generally to think that it's saying legal apartment because they want you to believe that without actually having to say that. And an in-law suite is very helpful, especially when you have aging parents or adult children or guests. Maybe you do multi-generational living too, but it's not a legal unit. And then you have an accessory apartment, or what London refers to as an additional residential unit. And this is where buyers need to just stop and really understand what it means, because it does have proper permits and inspections. It does meet the zoning, the fire code, and those safety requirements. And if it is being rented in London, it also has to have a license to it as well. So if you're viewing a property with a finished basement, you have to ask better questions, and you need to start looking at whether or not you have permits and if they're closed. And if there's been ESA document for any of the electrical. Is there fire separation? Do you have proper exits? Is that the window compliant? Is there a kitchen? Is it properly licensed? Is it fully rented? And here's the big one. Is the value being based on the legal income, or is it just wishful thinking with laminate flooring? Because those are very different things. A finished basement can add a ton of value. You know, an in-law suite has more function, and a legal apartment can bring you income. But they need to be treated as what they actually are. So when you see things like in-law potential, mortgage helper, second kitchen, rental potential, those are words, those are not proof. Your job is to verify before you buy. So if you're looking in this category and you want a house hack, call me, because I help people make good real estate decisions when those stakes are high. And when that bottom line matters, and when you make the wrong decision, it could cost you thousands.